The first episode of The Last of Us Season 2 is now out, and here's what occurs at the end of the Season 2 premiere, with an explanation of where Abby's gang is headed. The Last of Us Season 2 is HBO's long-awaited adaptation of the video game sequel The Last of Us Part 2, continuing the plot from HBO's portrayal of the original game. The story of The Last of Us Part 2 is quite contentious, so many fans are curious to see how HBO handles several of the game's stories. The first episode of The Last of Us Season 2 begins with a reminder of Joel's lie to Ellie, followed by a flash-forward 5 years. Once there, it is revealed that Joel and Ellie have elected to remain in Jackson, Wyoming, where they have become integral members of the community. Joel is the head of construction in Jackson, and Ellie is ready to go on scouting expeditions. The majority of the episode is devoted to investigating the consequences of Joel's strange rupture with Ellie, while danger lurks in the background thanks to the presence of Abby. Why do Abby and the Washington Liberation Front want to find and kill Joel for his actions in Season 1's finale? One of the first sequences in The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1, takes place in Salt Lake City and focuses on a group of new characters. Abby, played by Caitlin Dever, and several of her Firefly friends are seen lamenting the loss of their fellow Fireflies, who were slain by Joel in The Last of Us's Season 1 finale. One of the Firefly doctors assassinated was Abby's father, who was working on a treatment for the cordyceps virus. Joel and Ellie immediately fled Salt Lake City after destroying the Firefly community, leaving Abby seeking vengeance. What caused Joel and Ellie's breakup over a 5-year time period? The first episode of The Last of Us Season 2 contains a 5-year time jump, and a lot has happened between Seasons 1 and 2. One of the most major shifts happens in Joel and Ellie's relationship. Despite their tight relationship, Joel and Ellie have had a falling out, and they now seldom interact. This is eating Joel alive, and he is going to therapy to try to cope with the change in their relationship. Joel's therapist claims that he is lying about something that could be the source of their disagreement, but what it is not specifically stated. The most obvious explanation for this is Joel's lie at the end of Season 1. When the Fireflies find Ellie, they confess that they must kill her to develop the cordyceps cure. Thus, Joel destroys the Fireflies and saves Ellie. Joel then lies to Ellie, claiming that the cure did not work. If this deception is at the root of their disagreement, it means Ellie discovered Joel's lying during the 5-year time gap. Ellie looked suspicious of Joel's story in Season 1, so it's not a stretch to assume that this occurred. Who is Eugene, and why Joel killed him? Is this the Eugene from the game? Catherine O'Hara plays Joel's therapist in Season 2 of The Last of Us, a character who did not appear in the original game. While speaking with Joel, she eventually admits that Joel killed her husband Eugene. Is possibly Eugene Linden, a gaming character. Eugene was a Jackson patrolman who also ran a marijuana plantation, so some of these things make sense. Eugene died of a stroke during the game. Joel shot Eugene in the episode The Last of Us. It's unclear why, but given Joel's absence from jail, it's most likely due to Eugene becoming infected. During the 5-year time gap in The Last of Us, the infected have evolved significantly. As it turns out, the infected have also altered over The Last of Us Season 2's 1-year time lapse. While on patrol, Ellie and Dina were trapped in a shop and came across several infected. One of the infected appears to be a stalker, although displaying evidence of great intelligence. Ellie and Dina inform the Jackson Council on the infected's strategic thinking, emphasizing that the infected are changing. This means Jackson could be in even more danger, as the zombified corpses are deadlier than ever before. What's going on in Ellie and Dina's relationship? Is there romance there? Ellie and Dina's connection is another major plot point established in The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1. Romance appears to be blooming between them, as seen by their shared dance at the New Year's party. Although Ellie is aware that Dina has been in an on-and-off relationship with Jesse, the two appear to care about each other. This is an adaptation of their romance from The Last of Us Part 2, and it will be interesting to see how closely the HBO series follows their original romantic plot. Thank you for watching.